Hey guys, what up? Total Control 871. This guy just came whizzing into the parking lot. God bless his little heart. Slim guy. On a Petrol, as our friends across the pond would say. A petrol-powered bicycle. Get a little close up here. Got your engine. I'm not even going to pretend like I know a whole hell of a lot about the things. For those of you who have me somewhat conflated with environmentalist, we have a good God, I don't even think the crank has even been moved. I think at this point it's just a place to rest his feet. The actual drive appears to be over here. Hold on a second. Okay guys, I did get the owner just stepped out. We're going to ask a couple questions. Alright, so where'd you get it? How much? How difficult was it to put together?
Man, I got it already put together. I found it online. Guy hooked me up for $250.
250 bucks?
Yeah, at first there was a little chain problem and a couple little bullshit problems, but other than that, she runs like a champ.
So that tank is how big? What's like a 1 liter tank or?
Yeah, something like that.
About a liter,
yeah.
And I see you got your extra petrol here on the back.
Yeah, about to go fill it up.
About to go fill her up. Okay, so is it your primary means of transportation, would you say?
Yeah.
I hear you. Okay, so do you fear regulation and things like that?
I mean, I've been messing with them to test them out, but no one's messed with me or saying anything yet.
I don't really, because right now the laws are indeed rather vague.
Right.
New York, if I'm not mistaken, they are being a bit more defined in the whole matter and whatnot. Mm-hmm. All right, so thanks very much. This will be on Total Control 871 YouTube, right, cool. If you want to check it out.
Awesome, man.
All right, cool. Tell you what, show us how this darling starts up.
You got it to push. You got a pedal to start it.
Really?
Yeah.
That is interesting, because that might make you exempt from New York's restrictions, because you have to pedal a little bit there too.
Yeah.
But yeah, just hop on and take off, and so you got a kill switch there. Okay.
Yeah, gas and choke and everything.
All right. Awesome. Travel safe. So there you go, guys. One of the things that I wanted to talk about in relation to that bicycle, for those of my comic book fans, those of my subscribers who know I'm big into comic books, or used to be anyway, Batman, The Dark Knight, or was it The Dark Knight, the second installment, we saw the Batpod. We saw after the tumbler was heavily damaged, out came the front wheels, and it ejected into a type of motorcycle. Well, I mean, it was a motorcycle. To this day, I'm not entirely sure from the sound of its engine if it was gas or electric. If I had to place a wager, I would say that it was electrical powered. I personally believe, and I'm about to make another one of my predictions, I forget which of the big three auto companies, or may have been more than one, but they are eliminating, because we got some whiplash going on in the big auto world after your 08-09 banking collapse. Your huge Yukons, your huge excursions, your huge everything suddenly became completely unworkable, unaffordable. And suddenly we saw our auto companies scrambling desperately to get small, get fit. If I'm not mistaken, did Honda make a car called the Fit? Or was it an American company? I don't know. But it was, we saw itty-bitty cars coming out, basically. If I'm not mistaken, the Obama administration in its first term, the cash for clunkers, hugely successful, allowed a lot of people to get new cars that were so much more highly energy efficient. And anyway, the latest news from the big auto world is that they are eliminating the sedan. You know, the simple sedan. Its days are numbered, apparently. And in place of it are going to be SUVs, small SUVs. They're not going to be gigantic excursions and things like that, although I'm sure they probably will still make the more family-sized one. I think, and this is a ways off, so this prediction has some time to go yet. I'm thinking this will probably become a mainstay staple somewhere in the next, I'm going to say 30 years. Like in the movie The Dark Knight, I believe that our SUV, see if I can use a little forced perspective here. We've got a, what is that, a Dodge van? Okay, I believe it's going to be a scenario. Who knows what a funny car is? Okay? Because remember now, I believe it's just a matter of time before America comes to term that those ridiculous car commercials, you see like our Jeep, you know, that Jeep over there. Or here you go, how about this right here? Hot damn. You know, that little expedited turn is probably the most action that Jeep has seen all year. And it'll probably see for the remainder of the year, you know, hopefully if you drive safe. I think that like a funny car, like a racetrack funny car, I think, I don't know if the, where are my hands at here? If the car will just simply completely hinge upwards, or if this will be able to be risen up, and our front wheels, you know, our front wheels will completely, I know I'm being horrible with the forced perspective here, our front wheels will basically, like the Batpod, you know, Batman's motorcycle, they will turn all the way and match each other to basically, yeah, I think, see, I think it's just a matter of time before the Batpod becomes a thing of reality. Nowhere near as badass as Batman's, but the reason that I'm trying to point this out is that 80%, look, it's just, there's only one people in these cars. Only one person. This person is driving this Jeep. Mind you, it's not the hugest of SUVs. Okay? There's only one guy in that entire thing. You didn't need to turn on and to activate a huge SUV just to come to Walmart. You dig? We saw our Petrol Cyclist. They were able to make the trip fine. Hell, I make it just fine without a petrol engine. So, I personally believe that the future of automotive engineering is going to be where you're going to have the family vehicle, most likely an SUV of sorts, and a portion of that vehicle will detach from that for when mom, dad, or perhaps the adult child will need to go somewhere, and it's just them all by themselves, you know, and like a type of covering, you know, all you need is like a little pod, you know. They have if you research velo cars, that's what I'm trying to get toward, you know, something like a velo car, two-wheeled velo car, just for making quick trips. That guy, most of these people here in this parking lot, I fucking guarantee you, they live less than 8 miles away. I guarantee you. Easily attainable on a bicycle. Alright guys, next episode, we're going to be talking about Childish Gambino. Yes, another huge SUV. Yes, only one person in the vehicle. I believe she was a woman. All these vehicles, One person. When a simple, like I said, I get it. Not everybody wants to be a cyclist like me. Not everybody wants to do the whole cycle thing. Fine, I get it, whatever. But I believe the future of automotive engineering, the Batpod, is going to become a thing of reality. People, as they wake up, they're going to begin to understand it's so big, it's so huge. It's the second biggest, most expensive thing you pay for out of your paycheck, next to your rent or your mortgage. Isn't there something that's cheaper? Isn't there something that's better? And the answer is yes. There certainly is. Total Control, 871.